Hi guys, this is Isa from PrintStick, and in this video I will walk you through everything you need to do to set up your planner on your iPhone. So first off, I want to start by saying that this is the iPhone XS Max. The planners that I will show you today are formatted to fit this phone best. You can still use it in older models, but the format might look different. If you want to know what these planners will look like on your specific phone, please go to the Facebook group and download the test page and open it on your note-taking app, and then you will know exactly what the planner will look like. You may also use an Android device, and for that there is an app called Soto that is similar to the app that I'm going to talk about in this video, which is GoodNotes. The second thing that you need in order to use your digital planner is a note-taking app that accepts PDFs with clickable links. I have two of those installed right here. The first one is GoodNotes. That is my favorite one. I highly recommend it, and I will talk about it in a second. The second one I have is Notability, which is still pretty good, but to use stickers and some other features that I personally use for planning, in my opinion, it's a lot harder to use Notability, so I highly recommend GoodNotes. If you don't have any app and you're looking for one, my recommendation is to get this one. And so the way you get it, you just go to the App Store, and then you would type in GoodNotes in the search bar, and this is the one you want. It says GoodNotes 4. It does have a cost. I think it's around $9 or $8, I can't remember, but it's really nice. And if you've seen some of my videos, that is the app that I use both on my iPad and my iPhone, and then they synchronize very well. For this video, I will only talk about GoodNotes, even though know that there are other app alternatives. So once you have your device where you will be planning, so your phone, you have your note-taking app installed, the next thing you're going to need is a planner. So for that, you can go to printstickshop.com. There's several options available, different colors, so I'm gonna link those down below. And once you have purchased the planner, I'll do it again. You will open your Safari app, not Chrome and not the Etsy app, because it doesn't always work. So make sure you're using Safari. Then tap on the search bar, etsy.com. And then, well, I'm logged in, but if you're not, it's gonna prompt you to enter your email address and your password. So do that so that you get to this window, okay? Then here, where you have your little profile photo, you're gonna tap there, and then you're gonna go to where it says purchases and reviews. And here you will find all of the purchases that you've made with this Etsy account. So for example, I'm gonna show you with this one. This is not an iPhone planner, but it's a similar file, so I want to show you how it works. And once I tapped on the order, you could see that I have access to this button where it says download files. Okay, so I'm gonna tap there, and it goes to another page where I have two buttons, one for each file included in this particular download. Okay, so I want to mention that the files that end in goodnotes.zip, those files, even though they end in .zip, they do not need to be unzipped, so because they are for GoodNotes. Okay, so how that would work is I would tap there, and as you can see, this turns into a GoGetsy site. Okay, it says GoGetsy up here, and that's how you know that you're doing well, you're on the right track. So since I've used GoodNotes in the past, it automatically asks me if I want to open in GoodNotes. But if you've never used GoodNotes, then you would click on this icon down here, which is the export icon, and then you can scroll until you find GoodNotes. So I'm going to tap there. It opens GoodNotes, and I'm going to import. I have my iPhone category, so I will click there, and as you can see, this file that I had was loaded onto my iPhone. This is not formatted for the iPhone, so as you can see, the size looks quite small. I have a ton of gray up and down here. I'm actually going to delete that. If you don't know how to delete a file, click on Edit, tap on the file, and then click on Trash down here. Move one document to trash, click Done, and you have deleted that file. If you didn't mean to delete a file, you can always find it. Just click on this arrow, go to where it says Trash, and you will find everything that you have thrown to the trash. So click on Edit, tap on that file that you want to recover, move, and then you would pick the category where you want to return the file. Okay. One other thing, if when following the previous steps you tap on your download link, and you will get to the GoGetsy site, and this is the PDF, so I get to see a preview of the file. And then here, when I click on export down here on the export icon, remember that you have to scroll to look for GoodNotes, and once you find it, you tap there. But if you don't find it, because it does happen that GoodNotes just doesn't show here. If that happens, I advise you to close all of the apps on your phone and restart the iPhone, okay? So if you don't know how to close all of your apps, you will actually pull this bar up on the new iPhones, and on the older models with the button, you can just double tap on the button quickly and that will bring you to this same mode where you can see all of the apps that you have, and to close them, all you have to do is drag upward and that will actually close each of the apps. Once they're all closed, then just turn your phone off, which you have to click these two buttons on the new iPhones, slide to power off, wait a little bit and then turn it back on, and that should help you find GoodNotes as an option to export your planner. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show you is the different color combinations that there are for the iPhone planner. So the first one is the original color planner. This one comes with a wooden background, and all of the planners that I'm going to show you come with 6 different color options for your covers, front and back. So you will get those covers zipped in a folder. Actually, I want to show you how to unzip those as well, so I'm gonna go back to Safari, and you will go back and do the same process that I showed you before. And the files that you actually get with the iPhone planner are the planner itself in PDF format, and you also get the covers, as I mentioned, in zip format. As you can see, this file does not say GoodNotes. The file is in fact a zip file that you need to unzip in order to be able to access the items, okay? So I'm gonna tap there, I'm gonna show you how to do that. You need to download an external app that is called iZip. Let me show you real quick on the App Store. Okay, so you're gonna type here on the search bar iZip, and this is the app that you want. There is a pro version, but there's also a free version. So you can just get this app, and once you have it, as I was saying, you will get again to this Go Getsy site, and then here it offers to open in GoodNotes, but as I mentioned, you have to unzip this file first. So I'm gonna click on this icon to export, and I'm gonna scroll to find iZip. Okay, then close this window, and then it's unzipping the files. You click OK to extract all files. You will click on this folder, and as you can see, you have a ton of images, and these are actually all of the covers that are included. What you do now is you will tap down here where it says all, and that will select all of the images, and then just click on save. And it says your photos have been saved to your album. So that's it. That's all you need to do to unzip the covers and have them ready. But going back to the color combinations, this is a color planner, so wooden background. You have your 6 different colors for your covers, and then I'm just gonna show you some pages. So this is your yearly calendar. To go to January, you can either tap on the tab here at the top, or you can also tap on this word in the calendar itself. And just know that all of these planners, they are different in color. Some of them have a little bit of a different design, but they all include the same things and they all work the same way, okay? So the links are going to be pretty similar. All right, so this is the monthly view. As you can see, it has the signature colors of the color planner, and this is what the weekly spreads look like. So it's actually a horizontal layout, and you have the days and numbers here on the left, again with the same colors throughout the planner, and you have these extra boxes on the right. I'm gonna show you the next color combination. This is called Mattes Planner, and this has a dark gray background. Again, it comes with the same covers that I showed you before. And let me show you your year. This is what it looks like. As you can see, the font is a little different. And if I go to a month, this is what the monthly spread looks like. It has a little bit less of design, less color, so you can customize a little more. And the weekly spreads are simpler. There's no color anymore, just the boxes. It's better when you're trying to add a specific theme or season of the year that you want to add your own colors. Then this is more neutral, so you can do exactly that. Okay, the next one is the pastel iPhone planner. I like this one. I think this is the one that I'm gonna use this year, actually. I love that it's just different. I wanted to change. The colors don't really interfere with whatever decorations you want to enter or whichever season of the year you're planning for, so I really like that. This is what the yearly spread looks like. This is what the monthly spread looks like. And by the way, you can navigate to the weeks if you tap on these dots on the left side of the week in the monthly spreads, just so you know. I haven't mentioned, but you have all this area to add your widgets as well that you can buy at the shop. And the last color combination is the Elegant Planner. So this is a dark background, almost black, and these covers are different because they don't come with the spirals. This planner looks as if it's just a page, and you still have your sections on the right. I don't know if you can even see them on the camera. You can't really see them as much. That's the whole idea with this planner, very discreet, doesn't call for much attention. So yeah, it works the same way. You have January, February, just the format is a little different. You can jump to your weeks, and the weeks are the same as the previous planners. Just note that you don't have the spiral on the left, and the tabs are different. Let me zoom in to see if you can look at them, but I don't think you can. Well, they're here. They're not invisible, but they're hard to see. Alright, so that is all of the iPhone planners that are available. And the next thing I want to do is just show you how to add all of these elements that, let me go to my front, that you see here. I'm going to clear my page, and to do that I'm going to tap on these 3 dots on the top right corner and select clear page, and then I have nothing on my screen anymore. From here I'm gonna tap and hold, click on image, go to photos, click on camera roll, which is where I saved my covers, and then as you can see I have all of the covers saved here. So if I want to use, for example, this peach color, I just tap on that cover, and just like that I have it on my screen. I can rotate it a little, that's something that I like doing, using this green dot at the top, and you can also resize it and reposition it. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And if you want to resize after you've set it, you can use your lasso tool to make a circle on the cover, tap on that circle and click on resize, make it a little smaller. Now, one thing I don't like about the iPhone version of GoodNotes is that you have to look for every file that you want to use. In the iPad version you have tabs up here and you can jump from one file to another. So for example, you could open your widgets file or your sticker book, and then you would be able to quickly switch between your planner and your stickers so that you can select the sticker, paste it on your planner and go back to selecting another sticker. However, on the iPhone version, unfortunately, you have to get out of this section. I'm on my iPhone section, and for example I want to go here to find all of my sticker books, which I kind of have a mess. I have to arrange this, but so what I recommend is bringing all of your sticker books and everything that you use often, have it in the same section as your iPhone planner. Okay, so for example I'm gonna copy these 4 books. I'm gonna click on duplicate. I could also just move them, but I always like making copies of everything just to make sure that I'm not deleting anything important. So I'm gonna click on done, click on edit, and these are the 4 new copies that were created. So just tap on them to select them and click on move, and then I'm gonna go to my iPhone section, and as you can see now they are in this same section. So when I have to, click on done, when I have to go pick a sticker, I can just go back once. I'm in the same section as my stickers. I hope that makes sense. So I'm just gonna bring another thing here. I'm actually going to bring my widgets because that's what I want to show you how you can use them. Duplicate, done, and then go at the top because this is where they go. Edit, tap, tap, and then move and go to iPhone, okay? Now another thing I want to mention, when you have a lot of documents, I'm gonna show you right here, you can see I scroll and I have more and more documents. If I open my planner, let me go to my calendar here, and then I want to bring a sticker from this album all the way down here. If I copy my sticker, okay, tap, copy, hit done, get out, and then I have to go find my planner, which was I think this one, tap and hold, click on paste. Okay, so here is my sticker. I can resize it, I can reposition it. Okay, good. But then when I go back, my sticker book did not come up here like this planner just did, okay? Just so you know, the files in GoodNotes will not come to the front unless you edit them. So copying a sticker does not count as editing. I'm not 100% sure how it works on the iPad because you don't really have the situation. As I mentioned, you have the tabs up here, so I haven't even noticed if the file comes up or not. But when you have a ton of files and the file doesn't come up, it's really annoying because I have to be on my planner, get out of here, scroll, find my sticker book, tap, open it, and then go back and scroll back, you know? It takes a long time, so just so you know, you have to edit this file so that it will go up next to your planner. Okay, so what you can do is just tap and hold on the page, click on paste, okay, and then place this sticker, then select it again, you don't need it, so delete it, okay, done. And that edited the file, so as you can see it came all the way up here. So next time when I want to get stickers from that book, I just have to go back, find my book and it's right here. I no longer have to scroll through my library. That's just a little tip that I found helpful because it was quite annoying in the beginning to scroll and try to find all of the files that I needed to find. Alright, so that is how you add stickers to your planner. Next I want to show you how I write on my iPhone planner. So if you've seen my previous videos, you've seen that really I only use my finger to write. So the way I do it is I zoom all the way in, and I mean until you cannot zoom anymore, okay? And then I have this line as reference, so I grab my pen. Let's test it out. I think that's fine, but you can also use a smaller one, and then you can start writing anything you want, like mom's birthday. Okay, so what I did just there is if you do something that you don't like, you can just tap on the back arrow and that will delete that. So for example, if I'm writing here, change oil, but I didn't like my eye there, so I can just go back twice. That will delete the last two strokes, and then I can try again, okay? And I'm saying this instead of using the eraser, because then you have to switch tools, you have to erase, and then you have to go back to tapping on your pen. So that's another tip that you can use. And also I wanted to mention that even though I feel quite comfortable writing with my finger, and honestly I feel like it doesn't even look that bad, because I spent so much time looking for styluses and I bought a ton, and some of them were okay, but really none were nearly as good as the Apple Pencil. So after a while I was like, you know what, let me just use my finger, and then I don't have to worry about carrying a stylus with me or if they're accurate or anything, okay? So that's something you can do if you want. And another thing I've been doing a lot is just using the text feature. So if you tap and hold on the screen and you tap on text, you will get this box, and then you can enter whatever you want. So for example, mom's, you can't see it, but it's typing, and then birthday, it's right here, okay? So I wrote it there, and then let me zoom out a little bit, it's a little easier. Tap and hold, click on edit. Let me grow this box so that it's all in one line, okay? Then you can select all of the text. And the bad part about this option in GoodNotes is that you can't really edit when it's in landscape mode. I don't know why, it's really annoying. And that's why I made the planner only in portrait mode anyway, because it just works better. So just so you know, I put it in this mode when I want to write, because you have a little more room to do it. If you zoom in like this, you can still write, but then you would be having to scroll every like 1 or 2 letters, you know, so it's a little more annoying. So that's what I do. But anyway, so I zoom out and then I click on edit, okay, and then I'm going to select all of this, and if you click on style, you can now see the different fonts that you have available. But the problem is that you only have these few fonts and they're not very pretty. So that's why most people don't even use the text feature in GoodNotes. But you know what? I have been doing it because it's just easy, and I mean, I write pretty fast with my fingers. I can type very fast, so I choose to do this. But it's entirely up to you, and of course if you want to use a stylus, by all means please do it, but I just decided that I didn't need it, and that's why I've been using my finger, this feature, and another thing that I will show you in my following videos, so keep an eye out for that. So the last few things I want to show you using your pen tool, which is quite important in GoodNotes. You've learned that if you tap here, you will select your pen and then you can start writing. But if you tap again, you will have actually the sizes of your pen, and you only have 4 presets. But if you click on custom, you can have a ton of more colors, and actually down here you have a slider. Again, this does not work in landscape mode, so go back to portrait, and then you can select different sizes of your pen. So you can go a lot thicker, and you can also go a lot thinner. And if you go back to your presets, you have some main colors. These colors down here, I have entered them, and these colors actually match the colors of the color planner perfectly. If you want to add more colors, you can do that. Just click on edit, tap on the plus sign, and then you can either select a color from here, and that's gonna save it to this palette of colors, or you can tap again, enter, click on the 3 dots, and then click on enter color. And then you would use a hex code. But basically, if you knew the hex colors of your planner or something, you can match the colors perfectly. So that's exactly what I did here, and I have them saved for quick use. Alright, so that's for the pen feature, and then you have of course your eraser, which is this third icon here, and what that does is that, you know, it erases everything that it touches, okay? If you tap again on your eraser, you can choose between these three sizes, and if you click on this wrench icon, then you can select or deselect this option which says erase entire stroke, and I'm gonna turn it off to show you what the difference is. So for example, if I have this stroke and then I want to erase, this will go little by little, okay? But if I have the other option selected to erase entire stroke and then I use my eraser, I just have to tap on that stroke and the whole thing will be gone. And another tool here you have is your highlighter. If you tap on it twice, you have the same options as you do with the pen. So you have these colors, you have your presets, and you have different sizes that you can use. So you can highlight anything you need. This icon here is your perfect shape tool, and what that does is any line or anything that you write will turn into a perfect line or perfect shape. So that works for straight lines, that works for squares, and that works for circles as well. Okay, so that can be really helpful, and you can even start making your own stickers. For example, let me pick a smaller size. You can just make little circles, and then this is kind of like a little sticker that you can lasso and move around and use as a bullet or anything else you want. So that's what that little tool does. And lastly, I haven't really mentioned it a lot, but you have your lasso tool, which you will not see it here by default, but if you tap on your pen, that will open this new set of tools, and this is where you're gonna be able to see your perfect shape and your lasso and your arrows as well. So if I want to undo what I did, I just click back and redo, click to the right. And then the lasso tool is what will allow you to select shape, select text, and select images. So you can reposition, you can tap and click on resize, and if it's text or handwriting, then you will be able to change the color. So just tap, click on color, and select any color that you want. You can do all of that with the text that you have entered yourself as well. You could change every letter if you want. That's really fun. And yeah, I think those are the basic tools that I use all the time on my planner in GoodNotes. You can get really creative, you can really add your personal touch and your design style, and you can add images as well. And I have a whole tutorial explaining how to add photos on the iPad, but again, it works the same way, so I will link that below as well. Make sure to check it out. I hope that you learned a little bit about using a planner on your phone. Let me know if you have any questions at all. If I missed something, I'll respond to your comment as soon as I can. And keep an eye out because I will make tutorials on how to add text and images and even making your own stickers on the iPhone exclusively. So make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on that. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.